to safeguard the interaction of individuals making, selling, and purchasing things, from the terrible impact of the new unexpected Russian oil extricated starting from the earliest stage. India is investigating the possibility of bringing in more oil at limited rates from Russia, which is confronting sanctions and overall solid negative response because of the Ukraine struggle. India's import of oil separated from the beginning Russia in March this year up to this point is almost multiple times higher when contrasted in the comparable time of the year before. India's import of oil extricated from the beginning Russia remained at around a normal of almost 360,000 barrels every day in the main portion of this current month. According to the current shipment plans, the normal oil exchange between the two nations is speculated, to be around 203,000 barrels each day. Commodities to India abruptly expanded in March before any authority declaration by New Delhi. There is no administration to government, G2G, plan for oil exchange among India and Russia. The majority of the oil separated starting from the earliest stage, of purchasing something for cash, from Russia for India has been finished by Indian Oil Corporation. India's choice to increment oil separated from the beginning and cash-based commitment with Russia would have tremendous considerate and cash-based outcomes. It is vital to take note of that India is intensely reliant upon imports to meet its oil-required things. Almost 85% of the nation's normal everyday oil separated from the beginning thing of around 5 million barrels is met through imports. The ascent in oil extricated starting from the earliest stage put gigantic squeeze on the Indian cycle of individuals making, selling, and purchasing things. High oil removed starting from the earliest stage stand in a conspicuous and counterfeit way inflationary, cash-related, and outer region chances. India's financial plan estimations for the connected with overseeing cash year 2022-23 have been made with a thought you believe is valid for oil separated from the beginning of $70 to $75 per barrel. Oil extricated from the beginning have abruptly expanded because of the Russia-Ukraine struggle. It flew up to approach $140 a barrel recently. Being a significant shipper, India needs to continue to investigate serious costs. A weighty rebate presented by Russia is an open door. It is vital according to the perspective of the Indian cycle of individuals making, selling, and purchasing things. Remarking on the India-Russia oil exchange, representative for the Ministry of External Affairs Arindam Bagchi said being a significant shipper of oil, India checks out at all choices at all marks of time. India imports the majority of its oil-required things, it's met by imports. So we are continuously investigating all prospects and overall energy markets due to the present circumstance that we face bringing in our oil-required things, Bagchi said. Russia is the second biggest exporter of oil separated from the beginning Saudi Arabia. Almost 3/4 of Russia's oil separated starting from the earliest stage go to OECD part nations. Major, connected with Europe, nations like Germany, France, and Italy, who are likewise individuals from the North Atlantic Agreement, between nations, organization, NATO, are vigorously reliant upon the Russian oil supply. Assuming the NATO part nations keep on bringing in Russian oil because of cash-based reasons, India should likewise give outrageous significance to the cash-based revenue. One significant test in the India-Russia oil exchange is the installment framework. As indicated by sources, the two nations have been investigating the chance of setting up a rupee-ruble exchange way for paying for oil and different items that are traded. Aside from the installment way, there are, more than two, however not much of, different issues that should be worked out. It incorporates protection and cargo. In the hour of fight, the protection cost goes up significant way. India's import of oil from Russia has previously been low because of high cargo costs. Association Minister for Petroleum and Natural Gas Hardeep Singh Puri said in the Rajya Sabha, not very far in the past, that the Indian government was sorting out the value, sum, or nature of the Russian proposal of oil separated from the beginning at limited rates. Russia has been among the nearest and most dependable companions of India. It is by a wide margin its greatest arms provider to India. As indicated by information accessible with the Ministry of External Affairs, Russian investments in India stand at $18 billion while the Indian interests in Russia stand at $13 billion. The exchange balance is supportive of Russia. India's imports from Russia remained at $7.75 billion while India's commodities to Russia remained at $3.22 billion of every 2018. Despite the fact that there is the presence of the dangers of U.S. sanctions, Prime Minister Narendra Modi government in 2018 went into a $5.43 billion arrangement with Russia to purchase S-400 Guard framework. The conveyance of the rocket-discharged high-velocity flying weapon framework started in 2021. Be that as it may, India needs to take a careful action. The United States and other Western companions are additionally incredibly critically significant.